Hi, Coyote artists. Welcome back to the spring semester. I hope you were able to pick up your virtual art kit and use all of the materials in there to create the project for this semester. So, our first project of the spring semester is about art careers. So, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to talk about careers in art working beyond the canvas. So, here is just a list of 60 virtual arts careers. Everything from advertising, architecture, computer graphics, education, fashion, fine arts, museum gallery, photography, publishing, and of course, there's other. We're just going to highlight 6 of these, but of course, when you're ready to do your project, you can find another art career to be inspired from this list, or you can also do your own research about visual art careers. So, in advertising, you have something called a graphic designer. And over here it tells you the median annual salary and what specific traits that the career needs. So you need comfort with technology. You're able to present some design concepts to clients. You have creativity and artistic ability, and you can create visual elements, logos, images, and illustrations. So for an architect, a day in the life of an architect, this is what you would do. You would produce 3D or 2D drawings, manage multiple projects, knowledge, of course, of building codes, and then visualize completed structures. So if you're building a house, if you're building a museum, whatever you were building, you have to have that idea in mind and know how to build things, well, our knowledge of those things. And then there's the median salary for that. Something else you can consider is something in fashion. So in the daily life of a fashion designer, of course, you would draw, design, and develop new clothing and accessory samples. You do have to have some presentation skills, and then you also need to use math to figure out the cost of all the components needed for the garment's production, and of course, conduct your market research to see how well those things would sell, or, if the value of it would match the market right now, of course. So in fine arts, you have the day to life of an illustrator, where, of course, you need to know how to promote your art and gain a reputation to increase sales of your art. You might work long hours to meet deadlines, but of course, you get to imagine and develop new original ideas, but it also may require some expensive equipment. In the day in the life of a photographer, of course, you have that artistic ability, ability to self-promote. You have interpersonal and communication skills, and that eye for detail that sets your photographs apart from everyone else's. And then there's the median salary for a photographer. But of course, that's different, like if you're a studio photographer, a wedding photographer, or a wildlife photographer. So it kind of depends on what type of photography you do. In publishing, you have everything from comic book artists to an animator. So an animator can create expressive characters in animation that portray a wide range of emotions. They can brainstorm and conceptualize ideas, and able to do quick sketches and concept edits. Of course, they're on a tight deadline, for excellent time management skills are needed, and they can also collaborate with other animators, clients, and producers. So in a museum gallery setting, you would have something like an associate curator, and there's their annual median salary. And of course, it would be good if you were multilingual, if you're able to give lectures, of course, cataloging all the different paintings and sculptures and other art material, and then, of course, doing research on all those artists and art materials and different paintings and sculptures and different art. And you can also pick like a a specific area. If you really like ancient Egyptian art, then that can be your area of expertise. Or if you really like the contemporary art from China, maybe that could be your area of expertise. So other things are like art therapist, a cake decorator, a caricaturist, a courtroom sketch artist, event planner, food stylist, industrial product designer, or police sketch artist. So in the day in the life of an industrial designer, you would come up with new product designs. But you would also have to find like who would make those. You would have to present your design to category leaders. So if you're going to design like new furniture, a new chair, of course you would try to find like a furniture store or a furniture manufacturer that could build those things and sell those. So, and of course you need to adhere to a budget and a timeline because you don't want, if you want the chair to be reasonably priced, or if you have a client that wants a chair for a certain price, then of course you'll have to use materials that fit into that uh, budget. Okay, so with all of these different careers, of course, you can go back and try to find one that you're more interested in. So if you're really interested in being like a medical illustrator, you can do something with that. You can also research a little bit about those to find out more about it. Something for fashion, we didn't talk about like a makeup artist or a jewelry designer. Of course, in architecture, you could do the outside with a landscape architect, or the inside, the interior designer. And then with computer graphics, of course, there's many more things that you can do with computer, just not all of them are listed there. So I can't wait to see what you pick for yourself. Pick something that you're interested in. And of course, if it's not on this list, then you can do your own research. And I can't wait to see what you come up with. But whatever you do, make sure that you be creative and have fun. Bye, coyotes.